A lot of discussion over the past 2 years about a DC Comics lineup called 5G, where essentially they were going to take the older superheroes at DC Comics and get rid of them and replace them with a whole new lineup. Well, it was reported with the departure of Dan Didio, the former head of DC Comics, that was over with. But it turns out that wasn't true. It's in fact being reworked into Future State. and here it is. I don't know how these characters all come apart, but apparently what's going to happen at the beginning of 2021 is the entire line is going to stop for 2 months. So for 2 months, all of your favorite titles at DC Comics stop. And what happens is we jump into these new heroes. Let's go ahead and talk about some of these new characters. We have a speedster character over here in the left or in the right corner with no legs. Instead, it's got prosthetic legs. And then, of course, we have Batwing is the new Batman. This Batman over here to the left, I'm assuming, is probably Damian Wayne. That would be my guess on who this one is. This, of course, is John Kent right here. That's the son of Lois and Clark. And then over here with the shaved head, that's probably Superboy, the original Superboy, Connor Kent. And then we have Nubia here, a legacy character from Wonder Woman. I don't know who this Superman is up here. That's maybe Clark Kent Superman, who's apparently off-world. I'm going to go over the details. Then we, of course, we have Harley Quinn. Another prosthetic character over here, Catwoman, and a few other characters. So this is the future of DC Comics, everybody. Wonder Woman still hanging around, I guess, with her new side. Well, no, I guess she is Wonder Woman. I'm going to show you a couple of comic covers, but this is it. So here's the thing, and I want to point this out to all of you. at&t is bleeding money. If this fails, and I have no doubt that it will, this will be a spectacular failure. I don't know what the future of DC Comics is. If you want to talk about running the lines into the ground, this will do it. Now, before I go into this more, I want to point something out. Along with the original leaks we were getting with the 5G stuff, the Black Label books were going to continue. And the Black Label books were going to be like $10 monthly books that would be Superman, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, Batman. All of the old legacy characters are going to be in those. I think that's probably going to likely happen, so we're still going to get those characters. I'll just read those. I'm not reading any of this garbage. I'm not going to be reviewing this, reading it. I don't care to roast it. I don't care about any of these characters. This is a terrible idea. But let me go into this a little bit. So DC Comics' entire line will jump into the future for 2 months with first look at Future State. DC Comics is launching 2021 with a massive, ambitious trip into its future. The publisher announced Thursday that it will begin next year with Future State, a line-wide publishing event that will feature a huge array of miniseries and one-shots that will take its various heroes and villains, including brand new characters, into futures both near and far. Future State will begin in the wake of DC's current massive event, Dark Knight's Death Metal, which has shaken loose the very fabric of time and space, giving the publisher a chance to explore a glimpse into the unwritten worlds of DC's future. That means that for 2 months at the beginning of next year, we're going to jump ahead to see what the next generation of DC heroes and iconic locations might look like. The DC Universe has always been a fertile ground for new and refreshing takes on our characters, and DC Future State definitely contributes to that legacy. So there's the picture again. Here's the next Batman, which I believe John Ridley is writing. I might be wrong on that, but they're bringing in, here's the interesting take out of all of this. So they, of course, list Brian Michael Bendis. I wonder how many of these books he's writing. And Mariko Tamaki. She's terrible. And then they're bringing in people from TV, movies, and animation. Now, that's the really interesting thing. Now, when it all resets back to normal, how many of those writers and artists that are currently being employed from the comic book industry are going to be replaced from people that are in Hollywood? That, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, is the real question. So this is very interesting. So what does this all look like in terms of setting? Well, the Batman family, books take place in a future version of Gotham City under the control of the Magistrate, a surveillance state regime that has killed Batman and outlawed masked heroes. But of course, that just leaves room for a new Batman to rise, who's of course Batwing, who's, I think that's the son of Lucius Fox, right? So there's that, and then there's Superman, Wonder Woman, which will be monthly miniseries, and you can see them all here. Nightwing apparently is still going to go on. Robin Eternal, Harley Quinn, Catwoman, Batman, Superman. And then we've got some more stuff. So here's the Superman titles. In Superman's family of titles, Clark Kent has been rejected by Earth, leaving him to take his gifts to other planets like Warworld to fight the good fight, while his son John becomes the new Superman. At the same time, the world gets a new Wonder Woman in the form of Yara Flor, who will one day join forces with John Kent for a powerful new team-up. And then you got a list of books right here. And here's a picture of the new Justice League. So there you go. I don't know how this is going to work out. Well, actually, I do know how this is going to work out. It's going to be terrible, terrible sales for all of this. Marvel tried this. This is very similar to Marvel Now. That's when they did a drastic change of all of their main characters. If you remember, Captain America became Sam Wilson. Thor became Lady Thor, Jane Foster, and so on and so on. Hulk became what's the name of that? I've already forgotten the name. That one character was the totally awesome Hulk, the kid who was really happy to be the Hulk, which is stupid because you should never be happy to be the Hulk. So this is very reminiscent of that, and we all know how that worked out. It worked out absolutely terrible. It was a terrible movie. It was completely stupid, and that's what this is. So we'll see what happens. This is going to be disastrous for sales. I'm sure comic shops are going to not reap in money for this. I don't know. I'm surprised they're doing this. at&t, though, is going to give them a shot, I guess, but this is going to be disastrous. I don't know what to say. Comic shops, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. There was this is just, it didn't work out before with Marvel. It's not going to work out now. Now you can make changes over time, but doing it all at once like this is a really stupid move. And I see a lot of people on Twitter celebrating. Oh, okay, well, you can celebrate the end of the industry. This is just going to, it was already accelerated with the coof, and now it's going to get even worse. Anyway, what a crazy thing. This just dropped today, by the way, so. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like and share the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.